Welcome to mamabeautypop.com. This video is going to be all about the Project B pregnancy subscription box. Before I go into that, let me just quickly tell you what I'm wearing. So I've got Primark nails, Primark lashes, Bobbi Brown eyeshadow, lip product, Bobbi Brown brows, Karen Cosmetics foundation and bronzer, Inglot highlighter. I've got what's that brand called? Soap and Glory eyeliner. I don't think I've missed anything out, but there you go. If you'd like me to start my videos by going into the makeup in more detail, comment below, let me know, and I can bring the products along and show you, talk about that a bit more, and then talk about the Mama products. So Mama Project B is a pregnancy subscription service, so you pay $14.99 per month for a box value of £30. I'm just reading off my phone here. You get a mixture of all kinds of things in there, and so you start at weeks 12 to 15 is box 1. The theme of nurture. Box 2 is 16 to 19 weeks. Box 3 is 20 to 24 weeks. You can see that every 4 weeks, roughly every month, there is a box with different themes. Relax, prepare, nest. Box 7, so 40 plus weeks, so around the time your baby is arriving, there's another box. Thought wonderful, because I am pregnant. I already have a little one, and I thought, wouldn't it be nice to get some treats for me and some practical things for me, just for me, a bit of me time, and to get a bit of a gift, because who doesn't like receiving goodies in the post? Normally you just get bills, and if you're doing it all, if all your bills come online, then you're going to be getting junk. So I thought it'd be really nice to get some boxes throughout my pregnancy. So what I will do is tell you what I have got so far, and the reason why I had to cancel the subscription after my 3rd box. So my box 1, I have opened these. I haven't necessarily used everything in here, which kind of is a bit crazy, so I wanted to share with you. But box 1 came beautifully packaged. So it had, I'm going to repackage it right now. It was wrapped up. Okay, that's a terrible repackaging. Wrapped up with a little sticker sealing it up. When you open it up, you've got your goodies inside, and you've got information, and information is really good. So this tells me it's box 1, month 4, weeks 12 to 15, how big my baby is. So he was the size of a grape when I got my first box, and that was this card about pregnancy and a little bit more information, just some tips here. So this one's about eating well, so that's quite nice. Inside the box there's a book in here, but I don't think this is the book I got. Maybe it was. Anyway, I might have mixed up boxes 1 and 2 actually, but this is just to give you a feel for what's in the boxes, because they're not going to be the same every single time. There were no promises that it would be. They would just follow a general theme. So in this particular, I can't even say in this particular box, I have acquired from Project B a book on your pregnancy day by day. Have I looked at it day by day? No, because I think that's quite a lot of detail. But it is a cute little book. It's got all these like 3D scans, of the babies and things in there. Like day 153, maternity leave. Day 73, schedule of antenatal visits. It's just, I am okay with a week by week kind of update. But that's my personal preference. But it's always nice to get books that I otherwise wouldn't have read. Inside this one I actually got, what did I get? So I got a Pregnacare stretch mark cream. I didn't even know Pregnacare did products other than vitamins. That was quite interesting, and I have used most of it actually. It's a 100ml bottle, or a milliliter. I tolerate the smell well now, but in my first trimester that was a bit difficult. So this one it was nice to discover this product actually. I received a trial sample of the vitamins. Haven't taken them. I took Pregnant Care in my first pregnancy. It wasn't this one. This is the one tablet a day. When in my first pregnancy I took the Super Plus one or whatever it was called, with 3 tablets a day, and it didn't feel great. So I tried a different brand this time. This one also, morning sickness and find it difficult to eat. So this Pregnant Care says to be taken only on a full stomach. Now it's quite a challenge for me to get a full stomach. That's why I haven't actually taken these. But I think that's a really good thing to include in a box, a sample. Sometimes it's good to just test different pregnancy supplements if you're taking pregnancy supplements, to see which ones you can tolerate best, and this way you don't have to spend a fortune, because sometimes they can be quite expensive. I also had 2 of these oat seed cakes, and I thought, oh, oats, fruit and seed, that's just really healthy. I don't want, they're really nice. So, and quite useful, especially if you've got morning sickness. And finally, a beauty product, Pure Beauty, not a mummy thing. It's in French. Let me try this. Balm du Sourire Smile Lip Balm with a mint smell. I'm not really a big lip balm person. That one smells good enough to eat, so perhaps I'll put that one down. I also got some Weleda samples, so Stretch Mark Massage Oil, and 2 Birch body scrubs. So that's quite nice, although when I'm pregnant my skin gets really dry, so although I have scrubbed, I have to be careful, but I'm sure, well, I'll try it and see how I feel. Obviously that's the whole point. In addition to the things in the box, I got a Bee magazine. So a baby bumps, birth and beyond, so a mother and baby magazine, which I had a quick flick through, and there's lots of ideas in there for stuff you can buy. So that was box number 1. So box number 2 again, beautifully packaged. It's an orange theme. So month number 5, 16 to 19 weeks. So baby was a mango. Well, baby was the size of a mango, which is quite cute. And then there was advice on staying active in there. So I open up the box. In fact, I think I opened it, took the book out, and just sealed it back up again. That's what that looks like to me, because I actually have to tear it open now. Okay, right. I think inside this box, I did take the book out. It was a hypnobirthing book, and a very helpful one at that, because I wanted to try hypnobirthing myself. Interesting thing is that I've rearranged the furniture and I can't find the book. I finished reading it, but I can't find the book. So I'll tell you what it was. It was the KG Hypnobirthing book, something that I was interested in anyway. So I was quite pleased to receive a hypnobirthing book, and I was quite, I have to say overall, I'm quite surprised to be receiving books in these boxes, but it's also quite good. So I have this SOS Science of Skin Stretch Mark Defense spray. And spray it is, it's an aerosol stretch mark product. Completely, I've never ever heard of a product like it. So that, you know, new discovery. Some more Weleda body scrubs in here. Ooh, Bloom and Blossom shower gel. More of these yummy oatcakes, surprisingly yummy. In fact, they don't expire to the end of the year, so I think as long as I don't get too peckish, these could go in my baby bag for my hospital bag. Another mint lip balm. I don't understand the whole lip balm thing, because I'll tell you what my essential would be. Hand cream. I find myself, as with all pregnant women, going to the bathroom a lot, which means you have to wash your hands a lot. And if you have no control over the soap, say because you're at work, it's probably that horrible soap that strips your skin. So hand cream would actually be really nice. And also, after baby's born, you're washing your hands all the time because you're changing the nappies and you're feeding them, and even if you're not breastfeeding them, you just find that your hands are just getting washed all the time. You're not feeding your child or changing your child. Extremely pleased to receive chocolate. I will enjoy this all by myself. I'm not sharing it. I'm allowed to do that. I'm growing a child. And I also got a magazine, Best Baby and Toddler Gear, 2017 to 2018. Final box I received is box number 3. Box number 3 did not come beautifully packaged. There is no sticker. There is no... What was it? No sticker, no card. So I don't know what fruit size my baby is. Well, more on that later. So in this box, I have got some Pregnacare liquid sachets. Ideal alternative to tablets, gentle on the stomach and suitable for vegetarians. So that's a good idea, because not everybody can swallow tablets, and let's face it, tablets are huge. They are really big, so if you have trouble swallowing tablets, it's not great. And then you get worried that you're not getting the right nutrients because you can't swallow the tablets. So that's a good idea, and I didn't know Pregnacare did that. Oh, there's a little Weleda almond sensitive body wash. In fact, there's a lot of beauty products in this one. Apart from this drinking fudge. Ooh, have you seen this before? Mocha Choca Madness, or is it Mocha Choca Madness? What is that? What's it got in it? The first ingredient is sugar. Beware gestational diabetes. Papaya ointment. Pour with calendula. Soothe, restore and protect. So there's no petrochemicals and no preservatives. This is a multi-purpose product, which is exactly what mamas need. So apply to dry, cracked or irritated skin and lips. Could use as a nappy cream. Could use as a nipple cream. Soothe and restore after laser therapy treatment and promote skin elasticity. The first ingredient here is shea butter. There's jojoba oil, papaya ferment, an olive derived emulsifier, beeswax. There is a natural fragrance and some vitamin E in there. So it's an interesting product. Again with the... This one's got a bigger tab though. Interesting. Pure papaya care. Good enough to eat. So that's a new beauty brand we have discovered. It does say that. Breastfeeding support. What is this? What is, I'm gonna have to Google this one. 2 to 3 drops of this oil in the bowl of warm water. Mix this burst. Wet 2 flannels or muslin cloths. Apply to the breast and rest for 30 minutes. Wash the breast prior to next feed. I'm intrigued. I think that might be due to something helping with engorgement. If you put in a warm compress, I think that helps to get the milk flowing, maybe. I think I'd remember these things, but you know. A baby dove. Oh, the dove says new. What's new? Is the baby dove new, or the fact that it's a head to toe wash for baby? I don't know, but anyway, something for baby in here. A Bloom and Blossom bath and shower gel. Did I get that before? I certainly did. So, in the hospital bag, perhaps. And a Tommee Tippee bottle. So another thing for baby. And there are so many bottles out there. I think this is also a good idea to put into one of these boxes as well, because you don't want to spend a fortune buying multi-pack after multi-pack after multi-pack of different branded bottles and they just don't work, or you don't like them or something, because it can get really expensive. And with this box I got another Bee magazine. So why did I stop at box 3? It wasn't really out of my choice, I just had to. So bearing in mind that I signed up to this as a treat, as something to make me smile, and I've dragged myself home from the daily commute, and there waiting for me, or probably at the post office, would be a box of goodies with a little bit of fun information and helpful information. The magazines I wasn't expecting, so they were a bit of a bonus if you can get around to reading them. And I guess alarm bell should have started ringing. My first box was really late, so I signed up and I got a note when I got to 12 weeks, and I got towards the end of the period, so towards the end of the 12 to 15 weeks, and even though I had a email saying that my boxes would be dispatched within the next week, it wasn't. It took several weeks to arrive. And then box 2 came eventually, and then box 3, I think that's the one that didn't come. Yes, that's right. Box 3 just didn't turn up, even though I had paid for it. So I had to email and get it sent out, and I had to email several times. I had to chase so many times just to get the box that I had already paid for sent out. And at that time I was actually due to receive box 4, and if I wanted box 4, I would have had to pay by, I think it was pay by backs, because there had been a problem with the payment system. But I didn't know there had been a payment with the problem system. There had been one tweet a few weeks prior, and I don't spend my life on Twitter. And apparently loads of emails have been sent out. I can tell you absolutely no emails were sent to me to explain there was a problem with the payment system and therefore there were delays. And you know, put alternative arrangements in place. And even when I asked for the details to get the back's details to make payment to get the 4th box, I still don't receive it. So I just thought, you know what, this is causing me, for something that's supposed to be a treat, this is causing me far too much stress. And I have to say, when I eventually received box 3, and it wasn't even packaged properly, I just thought, I've had enough. I need to cancel this service because the customer service is not up to scratch. And that's my experience. I mean, I'm not going to go through all my emails and read them out now. I don't think that's necessary, because there's absolutely no reason to. You saw for yourself, the first 2 boxes, they had the sticker, they had the leaflets. The 3rd box did not have a sticker, did not have the leaflets. It was a bit crushed, but I don't know who would have crushed it. And I only got the 3rd box after several emails of chasing. This is after this is middle of the night emails chasing, only because I knew I had paid for it and I wanted what I had paid for. I just thought, I need to cancel this. This isn't bringing me the joy it should be bringing me. And when I mentioned that I should receive the box 3, but I had not received the leaflets, I was told, oh, they'll be put in the post straight away. Well, this was, I can't even tell you how long ago that was. I have not received the info on box 3, so it's just a random box as far as I'm concerned. And no, I didn't receive any payment details to paid for a box for, but instantly by then I had got fed up and I had cancelled the subscription. So whilst I have not found a replacement, it's fine, whatever. It's one of those things. At least I don't have the stress of worrying about what I have paid for and that I had not received anything. Incidentally, I haven't checked if I have, if it has all been properly cancelled. But you know, just having things to focus on right now. Still growing this baby. Got to get it out, and that's my main focus. So that's the Project B subscription in my experience. If there's anything in particular you'd like me to review, because there was a lot of stuff there, let me know and I'll test it out and tell you what I think. Otherwise, I'm trying to say I'd like to review stuff that's actually really helpful to mamas to be and mamas. So you know, I'm not going to review the bottle, for example. Can't see the point of that. But if I think something has really stood out for me, I will put it on the website at mamabeautypop.com. Remember to subscribe because there will be more videos and you don't want to miss out. Thank you.